Can you believe we're already up to 6? Greetings and welcome to SmartWatch Ticks. We're a YouTube channel on the web at smartwatchticks.com, and inside this rack box that you just hang at a department store is the Xiaomi Mi Smart Band 6. Yes, it is a supersized increase of the Band 5, but exactly the same shape and size. Tiny little bit difference in size. But what's huge is the screen. Yeah, there's been some screen changes. Let's take a look at what comes in the box. We've got, there it is, 3 things basically. We've got the watch itself. Oh, you want to see where you can get it? Of course, I'll tell you all about that before we dive into it. From TomTop, they brought us the 5, the Band 5, the Band 4, and now, of course, the Band 6. And I'm going to refer you to the show notes for the link to jump over here and pick this puppy up. And also, in the show notes is a link to the review of the Mi Band 5. And because these things, I'll tell you right up front, are basically identical, a few more fitness activities are in this one, and the screen is slightly different. A little bit longer battery life, but other than that, identical watches. We're going to have you go over, if you want to see the full review of the Mi Band 5, you'll learn all about how the 6 works. So today we're just going to focus on the differences primarily. And here we go. The biggest one is a 1.5-inch screen size, AMOLED, with the Bluetooth 5 running on this one. Now, it says it's 50% larger than the Mi Band 5, which is at a 1.1 inch, and that's true. It is a nice size, easier to see. You can get 2 icons on the screen instead of 1. Overall, it's an improvement. Same illumination, same brightness outdoors, just a bigger size and finer pixels. You can automatically monitor and record your heart rate, blood pressure, and this is new. Blood oxygen on the 6, wasn't on the 5, let you know your health conditions, automatically record your sleep and analyze the quality, that's identical, support 30 instead of something like 11 or 12 different kind of sport modes, but you know, really, the additional ones are just the esoteric sports, and all they're doing is giving you an algorithm for step count and heart rate and distance traveled and pedometer reading and all that stuff. It's not really doing much more. It's not giving you any trajectory or path or any of that kind of stuff. So, but you do have more sport modes that are part of this one. Synchronous display of messages, all that's the same. Weather, phone unlock, find your phone, sedentary reminders, same as on the Band 5, okay? So, the specs are as follows. You're looking at a 152 by 486 pixel, 1.56-inch screen. 125 milliamp hour battery is the same, memory basically the same. Standby time they're claiming 14 days, which is about twice what you would get on the 5. So if you tend to be charging the 5 more often, you might want to upgrade to the 6. They're both 5 ATM. The strap length and other information is here. And remember, it's only in Chinese and English, and you have to select the dial language in the app. It's going to launch like in Chinese, so you have to, pair it together and do all of that. We show all that in the Band 5 video. We won't go through it again here, but you do need to download the same app. It's the Mi Fit on the Google Play Store or Apple Play Store, and we have the Google link in the show notes down here. There! Now we can dive into it, open up the package, and bring it out. There it is. And this is the band it comes with, but as you know, the module can pop out of it. Oh, look at that. It's already coming up, and it's wanting to Bluetooth tether. You see that before you can go anywhere. Yeah, you just have those options. And here we've got the charger, which is a funky, interesting kind of charger. Same thing. It's got this little cup or hat on the back with pins over on one side. And you use it by placing the pins over and letting it suck in there, and it's really, really strong. It's unlikely that you're going to get, oh no, it is. You could get it off center. Look at that, and it'll hold there. So you got to make sure you have it oriented right. Don't just plop it down in the bedroom. Oh, wow, did not realize that. It's got to line the pins up so you get connection, and you should see charging information on the screen as well. In the manual, we have Chinese, and we hope English. Oh no, we only have Chinese. Okay, well there's that QR code, but again I advise you to download directly from the Play stores and not from the server in China, because it's safer to go that way. Google checks everything. And I can't show you much in terms of a manual because we don't have the English version packed with this. It is the international version of the watch, though, and it should automatically switch to English, which we'll find out right now when I pair it to the phone. Here we go, the Mi Fit app. It's still got all the stuff from when I was doing the Band 5, so it's not available right now. It's off. I have to come in here and look again, agree to all of this stuff, agree to that stuff, and now it's searching for the band. Want to keep it close by, and it should find it. And confirmed. Okay, we are checkmark, 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 and it's going to update the time. Pairing successfully. Activate device now. Yep. Before activation, previously paired Smart Band 5 will be stopped. Yep. Continue that. It's now disconnecting the Mi Band 5 from before and activating the Mi Band 6. So if you have a former or an older one that's using this app, you can only connect to one at a time. You have to have it disconnect the previous one first. This device has now been activated successfully. Say OK. It's restoring any band settings we had. It's got the time in there, which is matching what's on the phone. And now it's giving you a description about it. Wearable blood oxygen detection monitor. Cool. Immediate notification of abnormal heartbeats. Okay, that's something new. 30 types of workouts to choose from. And your sleep breathing quality is monitored as well. Wow. Well, let's try all that stuff. Transferring the resources to the watch. So now it's being updated with those new features that I guess have been added in pushed through the app to the band since it first came out. We'll wait for that to finish. There, it's doing the updating of the resources. And I'm cutting out a lot of stuff in between, but now you can see the circle growing as it does a firmware update. So set aside some time when you get yours to go through all of this. We'll be back. Okay, can we use it yet? Updating firmware. And it's done. Updated successfully, and look, it's rebooting. We've landed on the home page. We've got the time, and we've got all of our other stuff here. So I'm going to wear it for a few days, collect some data, and then show you important new features like the blood oxygen and sleep stuff that this band does that none of the others do. We'll be back in a bit. Here we go. Got active step count, and well, I guess I tapped on it, and it'll take you deeper into some of the information about your previous days and show you your distance traveled and calories burned here. On this particular watch face, we also have heart rate. Oh yeah, if I touch on it, I can get the heart rate information in here as well, and it's showing me my zones that I've been active in, which of course is sedentary because we're doing reviews. And the time in the middle, there's a variety of different bands or faces that you can choose from. Swipe up, you got the weather report that you can go into, your status, which is basically what I just showed you already when you tap the step count. You've got, wow, all right, we've got Pi. This is that fancy computed number based on your activity level and heart rate, and it's showing my accumulation. They're not very high because I really haven't been working out, but the goal is to try to get it up to 100, and to begin with, at least into the 30s. It's kind of a nice little motivator, and it's on a lot of these Mi Band Xiaomi type devices. You got heart rate, which we just showed you. We'll come back to that. And here's our blood oxygen, and I can just tap it to get a real-time blood oxygen reading now. Now, when we look in the back, you see it's got both red and green diodes going right now, and it's also computing my heart rate. So this is really a nice one to go to instead of just the heart rate. When you're getting the heart rate, you may as well drop in here and also let it do the timed analysis of your blood oxygen. When you hit the double arrow button at the bottom, that's when it will redo it for you. Okay, it's coming in because I'm roll breathing and talking to you right now. It's on a low side, 95%. To me, I feel that's low. I like about 97, 98. Really low would be below 90, so that's kind of a thing to look for. So heart rate and blood oxygen. You've got overall stress, and this is a computed thing. I'll show you a little more on the app. Right now, Uncle Tix is a little stressed. I got a lot of videos to produce. I got a bunch of watches in here. So working kind of hard right now. I'm at 61. Usually it's about in the 30s. Let's try it again. And see what it comes up with. Not sure how it's doing this. It says screen upwards to see the information further. Again, it's going to do it over a fixed period of time, which is great because it can average the results. My guess is it's working with heart rate variability, because usually that's an indicator of your body's stress. And in order to get that, it needs to take several pulses and time the difference between each of the pulse cycles and compute the variance between them, and then from that deduce through an algorithm what your actual stress level is. And I'm still up there pretty high, 55 it's saying right now. Oh, look at that. It finished. It jumped. Wow, it's jumped up to 74. I think I need to go out and breathe some fresh air. I'll do that after we finish this segment. That's our stress level. Oh, I could just do a breathing exercise right here. You start this, you can set the amount of time, and it gives you that breathe in, breathe out exercise, which tends to reduce stress. You got your workout section where you have walking, outdoor running and cycling, treadmill, indoor stuff, a few other things including yoga, jumping rope, and then there's even more that don't fit on that screen. Gymnastics, wow, HIIT, look at that, lots of things. Pilates. In the app, you can arrange the ones that you actually use, and when you get into them, you got to set the permissions in the app to always, all right, if you want it to be on always. And you can say go. And, of course, it's going to give you the countdown. Begin that particular exercise. It's showing you your elapsed time, the time of day, and the battery level up at the top. Distance, steps, speed, cadence, and it looks like your heart rate as well. Come out of here. You can press and hold and exit this. Too little time, of course. And that's basically how your activity works. And there's your history. You've got alarms. This is female cycle information. It shows you the whole cycle here, where you are on a particular time, whether you're ovulating or whatnot. That's all here for the ladies. And you got a nice settings. By the way, you need to register as a female for all of that to show up. The band displays, a do not disturb mode, your brightness, locking the screen, and then all the different things about when you twist your wrist, what it'll do, rebooting, factory reset, that kind of stuff too. And then more. There's all these other things, a remote camera, a stopwatch timer, finding your device, and going into silent mode. And again, in the app, you can shift these things around and put the most important ones to you at the top. This runs everything through the other direction. And going this way, you can put in Alipay, which will only work in China. And looks like we need to set up permission and everything for an onboard music player. Swipe again. And I got the temperature and whatnot, weather in your area with the city identified up at the top. Swipe one more time, and we're back over to the watch face. Press and hold on the watch face. and you get to see some of the other ones. So you've got this one. There's one I downloaded from the server. That's kind of a nice one. You have this one with weather, and with the setting, you can change the different things in here as well. Whoops, I went right back to the one we were in. I think there's an analog one in here too. You got to make sure you don't move your finger when you press it. There we go, there we go, there you go. Analog with distance and heart rate in this case. And we're back over to this one that we were in originally. Let's take that one just for diversity. Nice big numbers in white. I like that one. That's the one I wanted to set with because it's easy to see from a distance. So check this out, guys. We're always wondering about the accuracy on these things. Well, I've got this on. I've been wearing it today. I got 2,100 steps here, 1,740 on here. Same arm, same exact amount of time, same steps, everything else. I got a 89, 90, 92, 92 exactly. Heart rates are correlating pretty evenly. Both of them are updating live. But why the step count difference? Why do I have results like this? At the end of one day, I did 4,500 steps here, and I did 3,800 on the other one. How come the next day, which was yesterday actually, I did, 7,786 steps, and I did 6,327. This one's always lower. I finally figured it out, and the answer has to do with COVID. Yep, COVID-19 has got us washing our hands more frequently. 1740, 2116. Now, Uncle Tix is washing his hands for a good 20 seconds. Make sure I get everything, all the fingers, right? And I'm sitting here. Now, you would not expect to be doing step count when you're doing all of this, right? Okay, grab the towel, throw it away, grab another one, dry it off really good, throw it away, and where are we? Come on, light up. There we go. 2151, something like that, 1740. This one, the really expensive Fitbit Sense. It ain't worth sense. It's not sensing the correct step count. It should have an algorithm in there that waits until it senses at least 10 real steps before it counts them. And this guy's currently not on the twist your wrist thing. So it didn't change because hand washing is not a step count activity. So this little inexpensive Mi Band 6 is actually more accurate for step count. Heart rate, now it's up to 97. This is at 90. They do tend to bounce around a little bit, so not sure which one I would... look at that. Now they're almost identical at 80s, mid-80s. Not sure which one I'd say is really, really the best accurate heart rate, but definitely step count. The Mi Band 6, I think you can rely on that as being pretty accurate. Shifting quickly to the app then. Not a lot of stuff in the app. It's not very robust. We've got, on the opening workout page, your step count information, pi, stress, and the female cycles. I can say view more, and it gets into detail. Here's each day. Sorry, they're so small. 100% would be up there, and if I get out and really do some stuff, yeah, it'll show. Here's my stress level at night was really low. Daytime, it's missed a few. I think that's because if you're moving, it's not able to get accurate data, and it would rather give you none than give you inaccurate data. I like that. But at night, of course, it's really smooth. And then the cycles, and it shows you where you are and what zone you're in, and you get into that, you can go way into the chart and see a lot more. And I know the ladies are interested in that stuff, so there you go. Here's our blood oxygen, and this is where you find last night's sleep information. Deep light, it does do REM sleep, and your awake time. You get the chart down in here. I can't tap on it, it doesn't look like. Well, I guess if you tap and hold it, okay, it'll show you. Green zone is REM from 1:39 to 1:58 a.m. And then your summaries, if you have any naps. Your sleep breathing quality, it's as a beta feature, but this is coming through as well. And I'm a little bit high, well, or a little bit low. I don't know, green is good. There's the description of what all that means. Sleeping on your side, don't drink alcohol. I got 89 points, just below 90 where it shifts. I didn't have enough sleep. That's nothing new. And here's a lot of more information about sleep compared with similar users. So if you're interested in working on improving your sleep or just seeing how you're doing, it's not really going to do sleep apnea analysis for you, but it's going to give you a quality assessment and show you your sleep times, including REM sleep, which is pretty darn good. Weekly, monthly, yearly is on here as well. And wow, rate it. No thanks. Not right now. We're in the middle of a review. Don't you just love it when they interrupt you like that? Okay, heart rate is here, showing you your continuous heart rate and where you are at any particular time, the date, and a big number. Abnormal heart rate information today. I didn't have any, so I don't have any to report, but if you had any, and it tells you about it right there, those incidents would appear here, and I presume when they happened. I was relaxed 10 hours and light 9 minutes and so forth, so your daily exercise information is here along with your resting heart rate information, your max, minimum, and average. Really robust data related to heart and sleep. Then you got your weight. Wow, 195. All right. That's quite a lady because I've registered as a female too. Balance. The ability to measure your bodily composition. Oh, you got to hook up a special scale for that. All of this is part of that whole process with other pieces that also link to this particular app. But in terms of the band that we're looking at, they're all here. My workouts would show you data related specifically to the workouts that you do on the band itself. Okay, that's the app as well. We've covered the app, we've covered the band, and all we got to tell you now is where you can get it, over at TomTop. TomTop has brought us before the Mi Band 4, the 5, and now the 6. So we're sticking with these guys because they really support this particular product. It's about $50. Check the show notes for a discount coupon. Remember, it differs a little bit from the Mi Band 5 in that the screen is slightly larger, 1.56 inch instead of about 1.1 inch. It's an AMOLED screen display, good quality, clarity, and a little bit larger, but not much. It's got the SpO2 sensor in it, so you can do the blood oxygen, and we showed you all of that. If you don't have the 5 yet, definitely this would be one to look at, I would say. If you have the 5, you have to evaluate whether the features are important enough to upgrade. If you have the 4 or earlier, I would definitely say go ahead and upgrade. That's my feeling on it. And if you are in a different device, compare them. See if you're getting the same quality of information from your particular band of choice or not, and consider this one. TomTop, show notes, buying link, coupon, what else you need to know. Thanks for being here, gang. We'll see you again soon.